of silence for those we lost in the tragedy 20 years ago on September 11, 2001, for those lost in the ensuing 20-year war on terror, and most recently, those who lost their lives in Afghanistan. We also mourn and remember the loss of Ohio State alums on 9/11, Robert Elseth, Chris Hughes, Peter Mardikian, Robert Miller Jr., and Mary Alice Wallstrom. Our deepest sympathies go out to the victims, their families, and friends. And now, a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, under the baton of Dr. Russell Mickelson, Director of Bands at Ohio State, to honor America, please rise and join the band in the singing of our national anthem.
For the call, Joel Klatt and Gus Johnson.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business. From the legendary shoe here in Columbus, it's the 12th ranked Oregon Ducks in town taking on the world famous Ohio State Buckeyes. Hi everybody, I'm Gus Johnson along with my partner Joel Klatt, and welcome to Columbus. Ohio State coming off a season opening win on the road in conference play against Minnesota. I tell you what, their young quarterback, 19-year-old C.J. Stroud, started off a little shaky, but he got it popping in the second half.
I mean, did he ever? They were electric in that second half. Lots of big plays, and you got to lend it to this game plan from Ryan Day that allowed him to settle in, because there were some struggles, right? But then, man, that electricity showed up in the second half. He was finding those targets down the field, 236 yards and 4 touchdowns in that second half. Now, the defense that he was going to face was going to be loaded with some talent. But huge news today, Kayvon Thibodeau, maybe the draft's top prospect next spring, out of this game. Justin Flo, 14 tackles a week ago against Fresno State. One of their top players, athletic, great player, out today. So what does that mean for Oregon? It's going to have to be an offensive show for the Oregon Ducks. Anthony Brown is their trigger man. He is a transfer from Boston College. 30th career start today. He's got lots of veteran weapons around him and backs and wide receivers. If he doesn't turn the football over, he's going to have to score upwards of 35, 40 points today to keep these Ducks in the game.
All right, Brown, 3-year starter at Boston College. He's athletic with a whole lot of talent. And speaking of talent, time now to throw it to the third member of our team on the sideline, the All-American girl, Jenny Tack.
Well, when Chris Olave called head coach Ryan Day and told him he'd be coming back for this season, Day's response was, Buckeye Nation will be proud. It's hard to imagine Olave playing anywhere but Ohio State. But growing up in California, well, Oregon was his dream school. He said it was the colors, the jerseys, the mystique. But a call from the Ducks, it never came. And in talking to some of his teammates this week, they told me they expect Olave to have a huge game today. But why did Olave come back for this year? He said, you know what, Jenny, I felt like I didn't show all that I'm capable of doing in that shortened, condensed season last year. But Oregon's defense, they know it's a challenge today. Safety, Verone McKinley said, yes, Olave is a dynamic receiver. They have so many talented guys, but so do we. We've had this one circled on the schedule for a long time, and we're ready for the challenge.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Oregon won the toss. They deferred. Ohio State to receive. What a day. 74 degrees. Perfect at kickoff time. And the series note. This series dates back to 1958. Ohio State has won all 9 meetings, including the last time these teams met in the 2014 National Championship game, 42-20. Buckeyes won. Coach Saban always says, be where your feet are. We are at Ohio Stadium in Columbus, ready to watch the 12th ranked Oregon Ducks out of the Pac-12 take on the world-famous Ohio State Buckeyes. Over 100,000 strong. Welcome back. Oregon, Ohio State. Here we go. Camden Lewis sends it away. And Booker, the deep man, into the end